What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Tommy Zachary back here with Big Kriegs, King of the Clubhouse. Kings of the Clubhouse. Today is Tuesday, March 4th, 2025. Get a quick little weekend recap, and then we'll hop into topics of this episode. MSU beats Wisconsin 71-62 in East Lansing. Held them scoreless besides one bucket the last 6 minutes of the game. State just continues to be a really good second half team. They sit a game ahead of Michigan for the number one seed with 2 games to play for the Big Ten tournament and the Big Ten regular season title. That reasoning Krieger can talk about.
Yeah, Michigan did not have a good day on Saturday.
Sunday. It was Sunday.
Was it Sunday? It was Sunday.
Yeah,
You're
they both
right.
played yesterday.
Yep, you're right. Absolutely. Did not have a good game on Sunday. They lost to Illinois by 20.
They got
Lost.
piss pounded the whole game.
Yeah, it was not good. It the last 2 games, Michigan just has not been able to buy a bucket. They've been just giving up a lot. I mean, the game before this wasn't as bad, but Illinois just absolutely dominated them in the paint the entire game. Um, Michigan's bigs couldn't get anything going. Illinois just got on a big run and just they were shooting lights out. Sometimes that happens. Um, Michigan's got to get it turned around though. The last 2 games are 2 losses. It's a week before.
They got two
Yeah,
tough games
yeah,
too this week.
yeah. They got 2 games left. They're going to be 2 tough games going into the conference tourney, and then it's tournament time. So it's time to all forces ahead and time to get it going. Backtrack a little bit to Saturday. Kind of the talk of the town all over Twitter. WWE Elimination Chamber happened. So we're just gonna kind of go match by match. Uh, Kevin Owens beat Sami Zayn in a crazy match. It was everything we thought of, or we thought it was going to be, as far as the spots, the brutalness of it, the viciousness of it. Everything about it was just great.
It was a really good match.
Yeah, they
They
came
beat
out.
the hell out of each other.
Yeah, they came out with reports today that the barbed wire and stuff like that wasn't shaved down at all. Like they wanted everything to be realistic, and they wanted full go. So that's what WWE gave them.
They put on a really good match. They always put on bangers.
Yeah, agreed. I think it comes down to they know each other very well. That, like we talked about last episode, there's not a whole lot of people that can go back and forth like that throughout their entire career. Like you can link their 2 careers throughout the entire, all the way through lockstep, basically with each other. In the match, Randy Orton comes back, returns, fights Kevin Owens. They get into it a little bit, and then Randy Orton just starts RKOing all the security guards. It was nice to see RKO back. Looks like that's what they're going to push for Mania, is Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, but we will start seeing, probably we'll get some news on Friday, I'd assume.
Friday or next week, depending on how long they're gonna have KO out.
Yeah,
We could see. I think we will see Randy on Friday though.
yeah, could be.
Women's chamber match. Bianca pinned Liv to win it. Those were the final 2. Liv had a really good showing. All of them really had a good showing. Before the match, besides Naomi, beginning of the match, Jade came back and showed up, beat ass, and left. And Naomi got stretched it off. So technically, it was a 5-woman match. But the women's match was pretty damn close to being better than the men's. I have to say. Um, they did a lot. Jade Cargill, like I said, huge pop for her return. Naomi kind of looked at Bianca like, "Oh shit, did we find out?"
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was a really really good match all around. I think, like you said, it the way that the whole interaction happened, it made it. They tried to pin it on Liv. You could absolutely see when real time when it was going. She was like, "It wasn't me. You don't understand. It wasn't me." And then she came in and beeline straight for Naomi, like straight for her. Um, and I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit on Raw, but Bianca said she wants to reserve the right to comment on it before she talks to everybody, and wants to get everyone's side of the story before she makes comment on it. So I think it was Bianca. I think that's what it's going to
I
end
think it
up.
was Bianca too, and I think Naomi's taking the fall.
Yeah.
Roxanne and Alexa Bliss both had good showings. Like I said, it was just an overall good match. Every match from Chamber was awesome.
Yeah.
We'll go to the men's Chamber match. Cena gets it done. Uh, Makes Punk tap out after Seth Rollins curb stomps him. Those were the final three. Drew was the first one eliminated, rolled up. Everyone kind of had their way with Logan Paul, which is nice. And there was no Logan Paul story in it. Like, he didn't take somebody out like during, after he was eliminated. He was just in the match, got eliminated, and that was it,
Yeah. It
which was
was.
very nice to see.
Yeah. I think we all are kind of don't want anything to do with Logan Paul, and the fact that he was just in it to kind of just get the shit beat out of him was really nice.
A
It was,
ragdoll.
yeah, it was funny that they're keeping this whole Drew gimmick of him getting the shit end of the stick and getting, you know, unfair looks and this and that and yada yada. So it like, but yeah, Cena got it done. It was great to see. But the ultimate happened. Right after the match happened, uh, Cody came out. You know, talked to Cena for a second. Cena was like, you know, it's me and you at Mania, pointed up to the sign, and then all of a sudden, The Rock's music hit. Final boss came out. Zach.
And told him he wants a soul and did a creepy little face touch. And Cody said, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
And everyone lost it. That's the first F bomb we've heard on WWE in a very long time that wasn't censored.
Yeah.
But then Cena hugs Cody and looks directly at The Rock, loses his happy face. Rock tells him slit his throat, and Cena finally does it after 20 years. Turned heel. The crowd was insane. Like, none of us saw it coming. Um, like, that was just. That's something that moment's going to be talked about forever.
Yeah. It's going to be really interesting to see how they do it. They have already said both Cody and Cena aren't slated to be any appearances at all for the next 2 weeks. Um, and it's gonna be full on John Cena. The heel John Cena. They talked about it in a Chris Lane Van Vliet interview, and it's he's gonna go full into it. I think it's gonna be really cool.
The
The
road to WrestleMania is heating up.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see if they. I mean, obviously, I think they're going to turn him back around and make him save face before December.
This is what I think is going to happen. I think he's going to be heel until SummerSlam, and I think Punk takes it off of him at SummerSlam, and that's when he's going to break Cena. He's going to get Cena like, "What are you doing, man?"
Right.
I think this heel run for Cena is going to be short. There's no way he finishes as a heel, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely something for the ages. Something you'll be. Hey, I know where this was at when John Cena turned heel. It's going to be interesting to see his whole ring gear difference. I'm sure he's going to have a different theme song. I'm sure he's going to get booed out of the arena. Like it's gonna be interesting.
Looking forward to it. I saw something on Twitter that says, "Watch watch Cena come out in jeans,"
Yeah.
and that's what he wrestles in now is just jeans. I'm sure he'll change his look up a little bit, but I would love to see the Doctor of Thugonomics back. He could easily go heel with that.
Yeah, I think again it would be really cool to see. Um I think the coolest thing is he's really going to lean into it. Like I
Oh,
think
he's diving in.
yeah.
He's going to give this 110%. But we'll hop into some college hoops. Uh, MSU travels to Iowa on Thursday at 8 p.m. Look to stay hot going into the finale against Michigan. It's on Sunday, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. On the Sunday ending the regular season. If for some reason Michigan loses to Maryland and MSU wins against Iowa, Michigan State would win the Big Ten outright. Then the last game would not matter. But like I just said, Michigan plays hosts Maryland on Wednesday night, 6:30. This is a huge game for Michigan
Yeah,
because
they got to turn things around. Basically, they have to get a huge win at home. Maryland's coming
Maryland's a
in.
good team.
Maryland is a good team. Definitely a tournament team. Michigan, I think if they got to win this game and then play a pretty good game against MSU to be comfortable going into the Big Ten tournament to be like, okay, let's really get this shit going on. Let's really get this run started.
They're slated as a 3 seed right now. Michigan is.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume if they lose out, I think the lowest they would drop is like a 5 seed.
I don't see them
Say
going
they
any
lose.
lower than a 5. Yeah, it also depends on what they do in the tournament too. Like the Big
So I'm saying though, say they lose the next 3 games, they only play one tournament game. I think regardless, 5 seed is the lowest they get. Hopping to last night's Monday Night Raw, CM Punk opened up with a promo calling out The Rock and Cena, saying Cena sold out. Basically, call them both bald bastards. Basically, just a fiery promo, and then switches anger towards Punk or towards Seth. Seth comes out before Seth was even visible on the ramp. Punk was halfway up the ramp, and then they just beat the shit out of each other for 5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. They just literally beat the fuck out of each other. Kept going back and forth and back and forth. Security stopped them. They'd beat up security for a little bit. Went back, beat the shit out of each other some more. Like it was the crowd. The best part about it was the crowd was just loving it. They were feeding into it the whole time. It was well worth the 15 minutes of the show probably. But it was great, and
They did it perfect though. The momentum from Saturday, the hotness of it, right into Monday.
yep,
That's how they started hot.
yeah. We'll transition over into another match that happened in the night. Gunther came out. First of all, as soon as he came out, he was disrespecting Otis and calling out the WWE basically for being like, "Hey, why are you feeding me these guys still? They mean nothing." Came out there and actually had a really good match with Otis.
Yeah.
It was good all around. Otis kind of showed off some of his skills, and Gunther did end up getting the win. But great match all around.
Gunther's one of those guys that no matter who you give him, he's gonna have a good match. He's gonna bring out the best of him. I think he will retain, and at Mania, and I really hope Ilya Dragunov they throw him to Gunther because they had absolute bangers when they were doing NXT UK. I would love to see a Dragunov versus Gunther, even have it at the first pay per view after Mania. Like they would just, oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, and
Then
especially coming off an injury and getting him back working on the main roster and stuff like that, it'd be awesome. It'd be really cool to see because, like you said, I mean, Ilya's good in his own right, but if you put those two together, they're just going to have great matches. They're
gonna make magic.
The chemistry's there.
After the match, Gunther attacks Otis. Jey Uso came out to save Alpha Academy. Then A-Town Down Under came out to attack Jay. Gunther ended the segment, choking Jay out and standing over him with the title. Standing on him with the title. I'm giving it benefit of the doubt. I'm going to try to remain optimistic and try to get invested in this match and storyline, but still not there yet.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see it. It's kind of the same thing over and over and over again. I do think Gunther is going to retain, though. I don't think because I do think John Cena is going to win the title at Mania, so I don't think they're going to have both titles flip. And I mean, we'll talk about later in the night, but who knows what's going on with the women. So, moving on to speaking of the women's
Speaking of women,
division, yeah, Lyra Valkyria retains the women's intercontinental championship title against Ivy Nile. Good match. You know, I'm. It was a good match, but I'm just not a fan of Lyra. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm just not really a fan of
doesn't
her.
do it for you.
Yeah, just doesn't do it for me.
It was a good match. She's defended her title more in the last 2 weeks than she has in the whole month and a half she's had the belt.
Yeah.
I'm glad it finally happened. But let her defend it like every week or every other week until she gets her WrestleMania opponent.
Well, I
Uh,
think her WrestleMania opponent's going to end up being Raquel. Just because there was a little Judgment Day segment tonight, and Liv told Raquel, "Hey, it's your turn to start going after the Intercontinental." So, I think that's going to be her Mania opponent.
I would presume that Liv and Raquel lose the tag titles before that because they're not gonna have. I don't think they'd have Raquel be tag champ and IC champ unless they have the match before Mania and then she's got someone different. Um, it was a good match though. Ivy Nile is one of those underrated ones that doesn't can't really talk on the microphone. I mean, she's decent enough, but like her personality is just she's a pit bull, and she's gonna wrestle.
Yeah.
Like that's basically what she is. Not bad though. That's what these mid card titles are for though, is for the chicks that aren't guys and girls that aren't quite ready main event, and this could springboard them to that. After that, Seth the Punk brawl again backstage. Steel cage match gets announced for next week's Raw, which I don't. So if this is it, unless they're gonna do like a progressively more and more violent match leading up to Mania, I don't know why you do it already. Why do you do it next week?
Yeah, I don't know. Unless they have other plans for him at Mania, like you said, unless they're not going to face each other at Mania, this just kind of caps them off for now. And so this like you could have Roman interfere, or like what if that's like his favor, you know, getting Roman to help him, or who knows? They could do endless things. But I think we're gonna end up getting Seth versus Roman at Mania in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, we're still 30 something days away. There's a lot that can happen.
40 something, I think they said. 49?
Is it 49? I thought it was
Because
39 because it's only a month and some change.
maybe they said 39. I don't know. Yeah, Ludwig Kaiser came out to kind of just downplay Penta and all the success he's had in the WWE. And then lights cut black. Penta comes out, and you know he's just so over right now. It's crazy. Like he is so over. I think he's gonna end up getting an IC run towards the second half of the year, and they're really gonna let him do his kind of thing. But he came out, beat the shit out of Ludwig Kaiser. Their feud is it's really good. It's really good to see it.
I'm
Ludwig,
invested in it.
yeah, Ludwig is putting him more over than people realize.
Speaking of Penta, Ray Fenix got released from. He was let go of his contract today in AEW.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
So, gonna get the Lucha Bros in WWE. Never thought that would ever happen. That would be awesome. Hopefully that happens. Chad Gable traveled to Mexico, bought a mystery box. It says that it would help him conquer the luchadors. Not quite sure what they're doing with that. I think that's gonna continue over the next few weeks, and eventually we'll get our answer. Interesting segment. Tag team title match. War Raiders beat American Made. Not again. Well, again, technically the first one ended in DQ,
Yeah,
but this was another really good match. Like the War Raiders are awesome, and I'm glad they're finally getting able to showcase
I know
that.
we say that every time we talk about them, but it's awesome to see what they've become since the Viking Raiders.
They just keep getting to put on good matches like they did in NXT, and it's a very good thing. So American Made is 0 for 3, and their quest for gold between Ivy and the tag team. We'll see what Master Gable says when he comes back. hop into the main event. Shocking ending to that match. It was Rhea versus Io Sky for the WWE Women's title. Io shockingly beats Rhea Ripley after some interference from Bianca.
Not even
I
really
was very
interference, just distraction, really.
distraction. I was very surprised to see the ending. Uh, Io Rhea was going for the riptide on the turnbuckle, turned and started talking to Bianca. Io reversed it, and boom, 1, 2, 3. So we're both kind of thinking this is going to lead up to a triple threat of Mania: Rhea versus Bianca versus Io. I think they want now. I mean, it's only been 20 minutes, but it's sitting on a little bit. I think they had Io win now because they want her to have a title reign. So they're going to give her the belt until Mania. And I think Bianca or Rhea probably wins it at Mania.
I agree. Make Io
That match would
with her
absolutely
being
slap.
yeah with Io being over right now. Let her get it out of the way. Get pumped up. Get the crowd happy. Get the fans happy for it. It's going to be a great match if they triple threat at Mania. It's just going to be very, very good.
And that is all we got for today. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you for the support. Drop a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. Continue to do so. We're climbing. We're almost at 1,000 views. Probably a couple weeks till we get there, but still, we're making good progress. Uh, keep sharing with your friends. Subscribe. It's free. Liking's free. Comment. It's all free. Supports us more than you know. You got anything?
No, sir. I think that'll about do it.
All right. We will catch you guys on Friday. Have a good week. Peace.